that looking good for everybody? Because I genuinely can't tell.
No, that's golden,
Yeah,
bro.
that
That's
looks
Golden?
golden.
Sweet.
Yep.
Seb, take us away.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I am
Still
Seb.
drunk.
I'm Seb on BDM. No, I'm not gonna do that the entire time. Anyways,
You know you can't handle it.
indeed. We have the wonderful players. We have Malachi playing Igroff.
Hi.
We have Zephyr playing Lucius. Those were noises. We have Mahes playing Acheron.
Hello.
The
Yes.
Dash boy.
Indeed. His I was trying to find a joke of like Your Highness or Your Majesty to do with ducks, but I can't figure it out. Anyways, we have
Oh my
Yumi
God.
playing Theo.
Hello.
Yes. And lastly, we have Dragon playing Misty.
I need emotional support bottle of beer or something currently. Like so badly.
Are you talking as Dragon or as Misty? Or both?
Yes. Ugh,
I see. I see.
I'm so
Best I
tired.
can do is a giant fuck off tub of iced tea.
You know what? That works for me.
Wow. So, who would like to regale everyone of the shenanigans of last week?
Hey, Mahes, do you want to do it?
Sure, I will do a recap strictly off the information I've been given.
Well, we'll see how close he gets. This will be interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This would be a
unironically,
good
let's
test
just go
of,
with
like,
this.
our communication skills.
Oh, I mean, we didn't need a test of that. I can tell you.
Well,
dog shit.
look, it's dog shit. We know it's dog shit, but that's what we're working with.
Last time on D&D Shenanigans, after continuing the investigation as to why the lands and farms around this town had been experiencing such hard times, the party, sans Akron, manages to find its way to some kind of... See, this is the part they were unclear of. Cave, temple, I don't know. Anyway, they found some undead dude there. Misty tried waving a wand at it. Didn't go so well for the party. In fact, went really terribly for Lucius. Apparently then tried waving the wand a second time. I'm not sure whether it was the first or second time that went badly for Lucius, but a rhino showed up.
About that actually.
How do you forget that?
Yeah.
So after nearly killing Lucius, Misty gets it in her head that she has the power of electricity. She can use that to revive him. So again, as I said before all this started, after applying 10,000 volts to the nipples a couple of times, Lucius gets back up. Don't know any more than that. They successfully stop whatever abomination it was from apparently becoming an even worse abomination. And then go back to the party, go back to the caravan to rest. Where they find Acheron missing at the time, but there's a letter explaining he's gone off to commune with the spirits. He will be back at dawn. And this is where we pick up.
I just want to say, that's actually fairly accurate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because
That's way better than what I
a more
I'd
accurate
say-
a more accurate rendition would be, so as far as like the cave / temple, it was a cave that led into a temple.
2 for 1.
Yeah, but basically, and then it was, yeah. So we met a ghost who was performing a ritual to become a lich, and Igroth was actually the one who initially stabbed it through the chest and began the onslaught of undead coming at us. It was the first time where Misty decided she was going to use the Wand of Wonder on a pair of undead and happened to cast Fireball and almost killed everybody. Then came the shocking, then came the rhino, then came Malachi feeling bad because he scored a double kill on the rhino and the big bad of this current problem.
Yeah, no, that sounds
That's
fairly accurate.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
honestly,
speaking
our
of little
communication
Admiral,
here was pretty good. Like I honestly props.
You nailed it.
And you
Yeah.
know what? If people want a more detailed rendition, oh dear, I guess they're gonna have to go watch the episode on YouTube in a couple of weeks when it comes out. What a shame.
Yep.
What a shame indeed. They really should though. They should watch it twice even. Just to make sure they get everything.
Yeah.
Like if
There's
you've got a
look.
full,
There's
if
a
you have a
lot of
full
Easter
workday
eggs.
free-
There's a lot of Easter eggs hidden in our videos that you guys just don't know about. We don't even know about them.
Our machinations run so deep that even we are unaware of them.
There is genuinely one where in the commotion I just yell out my bank account details. That was genuinely a thing during one of our audio tests. I just
I don't
yelled out
remember
my
that.
entire
Yeah,
bank detail.
Yeah.
And no one picked up on it. Someone could have bought a load of shit with my credit card, with my debit card.
Oh
But,
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out the last two stuff.
By the way,
That should be the
speaking
easy
of
shit to
audio
work out.
tests, because I haven't actually done that
Oh,
yet.
oh no! Oh
So-
no!
So
Are we doing it live?
yeah, we're doing it live. So for
Fuck it,
everybody,
we're doing it live.
for everybody who's watching, this is how I do my audio tests.
Disclaimer. Zephyr, edit this part out. For the love of God, edit this part out.
Yes.
Edit it out.
yes. Could everybody start talking for me, please?
Oh my God! Fuck.
Okay,
Why
it's
would
my
we
day at
do
work
this
is a
now?
fucking
Why would
hell.
we do this to me?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
don't
don't
know
like
much about
sitting
anything
7
ever.
hours
I
and
don't
be sitting
too
in
much
school,
around
shaking
this
his fucking
much.
nose
I'm
at
Too
the
fucking much.
shit anymore.
Why?
I have my
fuck
hand
mean
on
there?
my
Shut up.
hours
Tell,
and
I am
trying to
talking
be
a lot.
nosy.
It's
This is
horrible.
kind of my
Why the
job. I'm
fuck would
supposed
you
to
do this?
and
Like,
Alright, thank you,
my
everybody.
Like,
I
I
don't back
used
it.
to
I
just
don't back
die
this. I don't stand by this.
Thank you, everybody.
It is my
It
job. It is what
Why
I
are we here? Why are we doing
Like, I was trying to fucking watch it, but
around
it
the
didn't
city and
fucking
Life is a
work.
lie. It's all a
Yeah.
simulation. What's the point in any of this?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
I-
the way it is
How
sometimes.
can this
Can you
be
guys
a
be
real life
serious?
form?
I don't know for how long we're supposed to
It's
be
impossible to
talking.
get him to
Like,
shut up.
I'm
I've been
getting
telling you
tired.
guys for ages that you can shut the fuck up.
Asshole.
Oh,
I was singing the intro to Have You Heard This Rumor in St. Petersburg?
I was starting to go through my midlife crisis.
I was explaining what my job as a DM is and what my actual job is.
And the sound everyone heard is roughly what the job actually is. It's just shouting and confusion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Was it considered midlife crisis if you're like in your 20s? Wouldn't that be considered like quarter life crisis?
Well,
I mean,
No,
if you
no,
die
you-
at
you
you
50,
never know when you might spontaneously combust, so technically any day could be a midlife crisis.
Yumi, I just need to make sure I'm dead by 40, and then this will have been accurate.
Why would you
And
die
knowing
by
that-
40?
Knowing me, I can make that happen. All I need to do is find an odd set of stairs and just fall on them the wrong way.
Oh my God.
no.
see,
You can borrow
honestly-
mine. I fell down them before.
honestly, if sugar and bacon isn't what killed me, I've done something wrong.
Yeah,
Sugar and bacon,
honestly,
what the fuck?
Honestly.
There is
Oh,
no
right,
way
right.
that
Your
that's
bacon?
not what kills me.
Well,
Today,
I have
there are
started
gonna
with-
be spit takes. I'm sorry. Like,
with the
I'm
amount
back.
of monster
There's-
I drink, I will probably have a heart attack. You know what? That's how I
You
wanna
know,
die.
I just imagined a
Oh,
wizard
Who did that?
creating a
Who
bacon
did it?
golem.
Who was
We
it?
lost
what
you,
happened?
me. We lost you, me.
You miss it.
What?
Mayday!
Oh no!
Mayday, Mayday,
No.
Monday, Tuesday.
So apparently,
Yumi, what up?
this is now being played by a combination of myself and.
Um,
wait.
I know.
At least
oh,
it's you.
oh,
I'm saying
oh.
Oh no! He's gone again.
Oh, boy.
Heroes never die.
Yumi,
Sorry, so
are you?
my Discord keeps crashing on its own, and I don't know why.
Are you
Updates,
okay,
really?
Yumizu?
Bruh.
My Discord just closed, and when it opened again, it closed again. Hold on. I just have to.
Oh
Yep.
no, this. Oh no, this
I'm
too
not
many
sure.
guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure about this
How
lineup.
could this
Misty is now
happen
DM.
to us? Yo,
Seven-
guys, I can fucking DM you a session. Oh, god damn it.
No.
I was about to fucking start DMing. God damn it.
I don't.
just
I
like
don't think I
that.
could handle playing Misty. It would actually drive me crazy.
And just
Anyway.
like that,
Why?
moment-
Why is that?
it's gone.
7.
Yes.
Oh, great and powerful DM. Continue the scene and take
No!
it.
What?
Jokes on you, bitch.
What?
Restart my computer.
Okay.
Oh.
So, since I am back to being a DM, we are going to first of all take a level up, guys. Like we are getting that fucking sweet ass fucking level, and finally, like we don't have to fucking go to whatever city it was.
But I like level
All of
6.
us, level up
I-
right now.
I like level 6.
Dragon, are you sure you want me to be any stronger than I am?
Yeah, no, because I want my
Now-
level in cleric.
Now, do that thing we talked about last night and use the PDF. Use
Yes.
the PDF.
Yes.
Use the shit out of her.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Fucking go.
Malachi,
Awesome.
you look awful.
Wait, why would you want to attack me? You're DM.
Oh,
Why would you do
hi,
that?
hi, Trouble.
You look worse than my 50-month-old brother.
Oh,
I am.
I forget
so
like,
confused.
all the bullshit. No, this is fine. This is fine. It's great.
Okay,
Would
so
Would you mind coming to the next town over with me?
Ah,
what?
I'm still trying to pull the fucking PDF up. Fighting with the PDF.
Wait, what are you
It
guys
won't
doing?
open.
What is this PDF? What is it a PDF of?
Don't worry about it.
Well, Seb, I might send it to Seb because it might actually be useful in the future.
It will be. I've already told Seb that I'm taking
but,
that
yeah.
particular level up on my level up.
But I found a PDF which is effectively a translator for Thieves' Cant.
Oh, I know this one. I already know this one. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
I
not a
have it too.
rogue, so you don't know it. You're not a rogue, so no, you don't.
Yeah, well, Misty is not a rogue, but I do play rogue, so I know
You
exactly
know-
what this is.
Yeah, but
Um,
you're not a rogue, so.
But I am the DM, so okay. Last time we left off,
So am I
all of
okay?
us, I believe. Are we not playing like this? Is Yumi here?
No,
I
no,
don't know
we're
yet.
waiting for Yumi to get back. Come
Yeah,
on,
we're
Yumi.
waiting for you. Oh.
No, no, my powers! My
Now
powers
I
of
am the
the
master.
stripped of them.
Oh, Mal, you're gonna hate him to move that back over in a minute.
Oh yes, I am.
Oh my god, I am Lucius.
But for now, I am the bow.
Ah,
You've been Lucius
fuck
for
you,
ages.
Seb. Fuck you, Seb. I get to be an edgy teenager again.
No,
I get
no,
to go
you're
back
not
to
allowed
my-
to say fuck you, Seb. Those two like each other.
Nah, I'm saying fuck you, Seb, as a player because now he has to deal with Zariel.
That's fair.
Oh,
That's
I'm
fair.
free.
Mm.
I'm free.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Mm,
It will
I
never be
see.
free.
I see. Okay, step
Oh,
1,
they
buy a bag of holding. Step 2, buy a second bag of holding. Step 3, wait.
That's how I killed an ancient white dragon.
See, I would do step 1, get a bag of holding. Step 2, get a portable hole. Step 3, wait. Oh
Oh,
no!
Who do we lose now?
It's Yumi again.
Yumizu,
'cause
yeah.
it's a PC restart.
Yeah, he's restarting his computer, so.
I love that all
I-
of this is getting cuts and no one else has to live through our trauma.
We have trauma?
I mean,
Du-du-du-du.
man, I just remembered my fuck. Damn it.
We're
keep
Twitch
Malachi, Malachi, if you've got the kind of trauma that means you don't realize you have trauma, you've got the best flavor of trauma. You've
That
got
was-
Tutti Frutti and trauma flavors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't
Tutti
quite
Frutti is
know
good.
what it is. You don't quite know what it is, but hell yeah.
It's pineapple.
I was about to say we're Twitch streamers. Of course we have trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
this
gonna
is
say
our therapy.
we throw all of our trauma onto our audience and let them deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just happy you don't throw it at me.
Speaking about audience,
DM.
But equally, when they
Um,
do it to us, when we do it to us, we ban them because apparently that's parasocial relationships.
Oh my
This
god,
one's
I
not
just
fun.
realized.
What?
So, Seb,
There.
Yes.
you and I need to have a talk at some point. Oh god, no, get her out of there. Get her out of there.
what?
Nothing, don't worry
you
about
were
it.
in the DM position for a little bit.
Hell, bitches! Why can I be the DM? God damn it! Oh my
Look,
God,
Because
I
we're
would be
scared of
amazing
how the
DM.
tyranny you would
We're
unleash.
going to be playing Dark Souls in D&D from now on. Every single time I'm going to be the DM. I
Dragon,
swear to
we
I-
had
God.
this conversation. Just talk to Karma about once a month someone else taking over the Sunday session so he can have a break. We had this conversation.
I know. But if I would become a DM, first of all, it would be Call of Cthulhu. Second of all, if it was D&D, then it would absolutely be a fucking
Alright.
Dark Souls like, and you would have to make new characters for each session because yeah,
Everyone be
I like
dying.
killing people. Yeah, I like killing people.
D&D Shenanigans, episode whatever the fuck this is, take 2.
I think this is
episode-
9.
This is yeah, I think it's 9. Because there's
Yeah.
5
Yeah,
up.
last episode was episode 8.
Yeah.
I But
Yeah, we can keep track of numbers.
Fine. D&D Shenanigans, episode 9, take 2. Go.
oh,
Seth.
you mean to
I'm DM again.
My computer.
Oh.
Oh,
So everybody roll for initiative. I would like to see those sweet numbers rolling in.
I really.
Oh, look at
excited.
that, Dragon. Your time is up.
I mean, my time is up.
You're not DM anymore.
Up yet? Did you fucking like drag me already? Oh fuck! Oh my god.
No,
No, you Mizu
You're me
turned
up.
his camera back on.
Yeah, sorry. My
Oh, God
computer
damn it.
froze.
Aw.
Okay, it should be fine
Alright.
now.
Future Zephyr, this is take 3. This is take 3.
You're only up to 3. I think you need to recount.
I have a clacker on my wall. I'm tempted to get it down just for the bit.
Oh.
Wow. So,
See. Hey, look at this! The Game Master's Book of Legendary Dragons! So, what are we fighting today? Let's
Dragon,
see.
you are a sorceress. Sit down. Get in your own lane.
so
I know Zol, Mummified Dragon Queen. Let's fucking
Dragon,
go.
the bit is over.
I'm gonna mute Dragon.
I'm trying to start the session.
Let's
Sniff
Seb
it.
do his
Editing,
thing. It's not about you, Dragon.
editing
Okay?
Zephyr. This is take 4. This is take 4.
Okay, go ahead, Seb.
So, we've already had the recap. It was a pretty good one. Technically, we had it twice. What, 1.5? However you want to describe it. So, as with the like since Miles couldn't be here last time, we have had a slight difference that there was a note left behind when y'all got back to the hamlet. He had left a note saying that he was going off to commune with the spirits, and other than that, the evening went pretty much the same as it did in the end of last session. So you've all gone through your stuff. All of you eventually gone to bed, I assume.
Mm-hmm. I've had a
Is
wonderful
anyone planning to
laugh.
pull an all-nighter again?
Not yet.
I need my
Okay.
health regained.
Indeed, indeed.
What the fuck?
What?
Okay, is something happening?
His eyes.
Yeah.
He's hearing
My-
noises from
my-
nowhere.
My TV just went, something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds. I haven't done anything. I've just been sitting
Oh, is
here.
it like Google? Or something?
Bruh, that is the life of a Twitch streamer. If you needed a metaphor for our existence, there you fucking go. Can I just point out we are half an hour in?
Yep.
And we haven't even gotten past the opening crawl of the fucking Star Wars film.
Let's just keep going.
Hi,
Oh.
TikTok.
Okay, Seb, continue.
Yes. So the arrival, shall we say, of morning. Morning comes around, and you're all, one by one, kind of, stir awake. I'm, yeah, and so yeah, you all, wake up in your own times. I think Misty was technically the first one to go to bed. So I don't know if she would be the first one to wake, though. Misty is not a morning person.
She's not a morning person.
She might actually be the first one to wake up, but she's not the first one out of bed. So yeah, what do all of you do this morning?
I'm gonna write. Because I don't want to forget yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was quite the experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna write, and I'm gonna draw a little portrait of Julia in my book, so I don't forget her.
And I assume also drawing the rhino.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's draw the rhino. Because that means I can turn Percival into a rhino.
Indeed, though not a full-sized one.
I mean, I feel like a mini rhino is just as interesting.
I mean, it is.
Just
Yeah.
wait for me
So-
to like wave my wand at it and like cast enlarge, so it's like a full-size rhino again.
Sorry, I had to take care of
What
the call.
at what point would you ever have to aim the wand of wonder at Percival? Because if
I don't
that
know.
comes
Is Percival
up,
trying
we
to
need
kill
to
me?
have a talk.
Wait, so what did I miss?
He can't attack you.
Did Misty try and attack Percival?
No,
No.
they were just talking in
She's just
hypotheticals.
contemplating it.
Like Percival
Planning for
cannot
future.
physically hurt you in any way, apart
We're
from like,
just
the
going
occasional
through-
bitch slap.
Well, just going through morning routines. Lucius is writing in his book, writing down everything about, well, as much about yesterday as he thinks is important to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's about that. So what are the rest of you doing this morning?
Where's Percival right now?
Percival is not summoned.
Damn. Theodore's just
If I
having
remember correctly,
breakfast.
Percival was snuggling with Misty.
He would
Yeah,
have been,
It's very
but
fun.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that killed him. I squeezed just a teeny tiny bit too hard. And the teeny tiny magical fairy heart just popped like a gusher.
I don't know
Theodore-
why you sound like you're finding joy in this. Like that was your therapy, fairy. If you want to kill them, be my guest.
Oh no, that is dragon talking.
Theodore is just, downstairs and he's chilling, having some breakfast.
With the arrival of dawn, I would probably be returning to camp.
Yes.
You'll see Igroth outside with Octavian training.
Yeah. Okay.
Misty might have been awake very early, but she just burrito cocooning in the bed. And she refuses to get out because it's early and she's tired and she wants to sleep.
Mm, perfectly understandable. So yes, Akron, as you return to the inn, you see Igroff and Octavian outside training. Octavian doing marginally better than the day before.
I'm just going to nod to Egroth and continue into the inn.
Okay. So, as you walk in, you see Theodore sitting down having breakfast. And I guess that also asks the question: would Lucius be downstairs writing in the book, or or in his room?
Yeah, no, I'd say he sat by the fire, writing, sort of enjoying the warmth.
Okay.
Possibly with like a small plate of toast next to him.
Mm. A good toast after having an adventure, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Toast, the adventurer's breakfast.
I mean, he almost became a toast too, right? So technically, I mean, he's a snack. Come on,
She
let's fucking
felt
agree
so
on that.
bad about this last time, and now look at
She
her.
did. She did. Me, Dragon, I don't. Actually, well, I did, and I don't remember.
I was gonna say
I remember
bullshit.
feeling bad about it.
I will get the screenshots of you going.
Yeah.
Apologizing for an hour.
Yeah, I remember now. I was actually quite sorry about that. But that was a week ago, and I'm a new person, and I don't give a fuck about killing people. So let's go.
So I'm going to wander up to the bar, get myself a breakfast of a bowl of porridge, throw some honey, some dried berries in it, use prestidigitation to up the flavor, and then wander over to where Lucius is and sit down next to him.
Good morning, my friend.
Apparently, you had a busy evening yesterday.
A very interesting one, to say the least. And I will sort of roll up my left sleeve ever so slightly, and you will see like the veins of my arm. There's this very subtle blue glow going throughout them. It seems I was left with a gift.
You know exactly the nature of your gift, or do you just know you have one?
When the time comes, I will show you, but enough about that. You will no doubt hear plenty of it as the day goes on. How was your audience, shall we say?
Well, troubling. Though I did see glimpses of what you and the others got up to.
Oh, wait.
Nothing coherent, but
I don't know if you guys talked about this while I was dying, but where was Mahiz's character?
He was off. Like he basically he too when he like yesterday, so to say, he like Akron had wandered off to meditate.
Okay.
Slight retcon from last session, but yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't on the cart when y'all got back. Instead, he had left a message saying that he was going off to commune with the spirits.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting.
That's fine.
I trust that whatever you did learn, that you will make the most of.
not only will I make the most of it, I will endeavor to share it as soon as I make sense of it. Unfortunately, visions from the beyond aren't exactly clear.
Believe me, I am more than understanding. I know what it is like to see things and to not understand their meaning truly. Speaking of, I will reach into my like sort of little carry bag, and I will hand you a quill.
Going to carefully take it, look it over, and then look back at you and is this the item we've discussed previously?
Indeed, it was. It wasn't an easy ritual to perform to allow my own to still exist, but with enough time and patience, it seems even the most impossible things become possible.
I shall transfer it and keep it safe.
I trust you implicitly. Though I would recommend you perhaps go and check in with Misty this morning. I get the feeling your presence was heavily missed.
I'm going to nod, go back to the bar, get a second bowl of porridge, load it up with berries and honey, and again, prestidigitation to make it taste better, and then head upstairs to Misty's room.
Okay.
Knock
So you
gently on the door, peek my head around the corner, and Misty, are you awake?
If it's Lucius, don't come in.
It's Acheron. I'm back from my communion with the spirits. I brought
Acheron?
breakfast.
You're back? And you have food with you? Oh my god. I'm going to jump out of my bed. Yes, I'm gonna roll out of my bed, jump out of my covers, and almost throw myself at you. Like, for a hug. Missy is like, she's very, first of all, dizzy because she got out of bed so quickly, and she missed you so much. And she needed emotional support the night before, and I couldn't wasn't anywhere close to it. So she was just being sad in the bed by herself. She didn't have her cuddle buddy. So she's very happy to see it.
Acheron's gonna wrap Misty in a hug, slowly walk her over to, the table in the room. Come on, enjoy your breakfast and tell me all about what's happened.
Killed him. I'm honestly pretty sure I did kill it. And he was like, oh yeah, no, that's no issue. Like, you didn't have to worry about that. We all do mistakes. I'm like, yeah, but like, I almost fucking killed you. And then but everyone else also got hurt. And there was this fucking, like, ugly ass unicorn that was so fun and ugly. And, like, didn't look anything like the ones in the Feywild. Like, so bad, Acheron. Yesterday sucked so bad. And you were gone. Yeah.
I understand all that. Now, start from the beginning so that way I can make full sense of it. Then we can figure out how to make amends.
So, Ingrid and I, we went out to look for the vampires because, like, okay, so Theo told me that you guys have been investigating some necromantic powers around here, right? So, like, I mean, obviously, it was a vampire all behind this, technically. So, I went out to look for that. And in the middle of my investigation for the vampire pawn, I met with Igroth. And then we went together. And I'm pretty sure it was I'm pretty sure it was Percival who got us like our attention to go into this super like duper dark cave tomb situation, and there was a lot of skeletons and there was a lot of ghosts. Actually, I think there was only one ghost, but he was so ugly he could be counting for two. We started to fight, and I wanted to be useful, so I started using my wand. Turns out it didn't work as I was intending it to. I set fire to everyone and everything, and and then we fought some more. Igor was so cool, and then Lucius was dying on the floor, and yeah, and I was like, maybe if I just kick it with lightning, he's gonna stand back up again like I do. Apparently, yes, it does work. Perfectly fine. And then and then Ingolf killed the ghost again. So I think does it? I don't know if it kills him again or not. If you're already a ghost, but and then we went back and they got sad. But yeah, it's about it.
Sounds like you've had quite the ordeal.
Mm. Where did you go?
I needed to consult the spirits. I had my own way of trying to get information about exactly what was going on. Unfortunately, they didn't give me anything of use in time to be of aid to you, but they did give me glimpses of what happened, as well as what I think are portents of things to come.
Things to come, like in the future.
Yeah, it's why I was gone for longer than I normally am. They had a lot to show me.
Just next time we're gonna go, just tell me ahead of time if you're gonna be longer, like gone for longer than a day or or so.
I shall endeavor to, but I saw Lucius before coming up here, and he seems
Oh,
quite fine.
and just it's probably the vampire blood in him. He recovered really fast afterwards. Honestly, it was surprising. Usually he like burn. It was a fireball. Shouldn't he be like vulnerable to fucking fire? You know, since he's like vampire descendants, whatever.
I'm sure whatever you did helped the healing process. But for now,
Mm.
let's finish your breakfast, go downstairs, maybe see if the innkeeper has some freshly squeezed orange juice.
Okay, I would like that. Yes.
Then let's try and get on with our day. I think we have more than overstayed our welcome in the town at this point.
Yeah, probably. Well,
And
thank you for
well,
joining me.
it's either that or we stay around and we're going to find something else to investigate, and you never know where that's going to end up.
Right. I suppose.
Yeah, then I'm going to sit with Misty until she's finished her breakfast and then take her downstairs to get some orange juice.
All right. I will say probably by the time you all go downstairs is I'm gonna be generous and say about the time when Igroff and Octavian would be done with morning training. Octavian being kind of spent, having basically been dragged out of bed immediately in the morning. So is there anything else any of you would like to do? Ah, the silence.
Oh, and where's the crickets?
I realized I was
dropping
muted.
out?
My bad.
Typical.
Oh, I'm so sorry that I don't want to interrupt with people coming in and talking to me. I will be sort of keeping a loose eye on Theo and sort of not trying to sort of be foreboding in any way. Just more so out of curiosity, seeing what he's up to this morning. Because I imagine I would have heard snippets of his conversation with Igroth last night.
He's just
That is-
having his breakfast, and he's maybe like reading a book, reading the books that he got.
Mm.
Cool. I will be every so often sort of looking over and watching over you slightly.
Theodore's gonna turn to you and be like, "Do you need something?"
Simply watching a new mind learn their way.
He's just gonna stare for a second, and then he's just gonna go back to reading and eating.
Lucius has got like a little smirk on his face the whole time. And then
Alright.
I'll grab my things and take them up to the barkeep and thank him for the meal.
Which actually, on that note, anyone eating breakfast, they will cost 1 silver each.
Oh, right. I was gonna ask about that at some point.
Me. Technically, would be 2 silver for Akron, as he bought breakfast both for himself and for Misty. It's not a traditional Misty breakfast, but I kicked my share. Shit.
Oh,
Oh my
ouch.
god.
May not be a traditional Misty breakfast, but she needed comfort food.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah, I'll put my plate at the barkeep as well, and they'll, take my stuff and I'll walk out.
Once I've seen Acheron and Misty come downstairs, I'll sort of go over. How is Percival doing?
The dragon had an important call, so
Oh,
he might not be back yet.
cool. Alright, I'll wait then. I'll wait. I'll just go outside then.
Okay. Hey, Groff, what are you up to?
Igbroth is not really up to much. He's probably once once Octavian is kind of done with training, Igroth is gonna be uh reminding himself of old ways, like some of the techniques he's used in the past, sort of going over those,
Okay.
training himself mentally.
Hmm. Okay. So, as you all go through your various morning rituals, this is a bit of a dilemma. I don't want to go too far forward in time without Dragon here.
I'll get the horses ready.
Okay.
Give a little treat to Auburn.
I think you mean Duffy Jr.
I'm gonna fucking kill every single
No.
fucking one of you.
Wait, no, it's Fluffy Jr. Fluffy Jr. and Duffy. And Muffy. I think that's what we got.
Yeah. Justice for Fluffy. Anyways. So yes, you all
But yeah, no. I'll clean them down, make sure their horseshoes are clean, brush them, feed them, treat them.
uh so uh yeah, as you're all going through your morning routines, Daedalus and Legacy would have come down earlier in the morning, like had their own breakfast and would be helping to kind of tend to the horses.
Octavian seems to be making quite the progress.
So Lexius kind of smirks a bit. To be honest, I didn't think he had it in him.
Perhaps with skill, he'll also learn some humility.
Oh, well, miracles can happen, I guess. Daedalus kind of laughs a bit. Well, I mean, seems to be working so far.
Igroth is certainly an interesting sort, to say the least, but his skills are unmatched. His tenacity is undeniable. If anyone's gonna teach Octavian anything, it'll be our Dragonborn.
Kind of nod along. Well, it'll be interesting to see where he might go. To be honest, I don't know if I dare expect much from him, but he's having some good guidance at the moment.
And what will the two of you do once you get home? We know that Octavian wants to try and return to the normal life for a while, but you two haven't really shared much on that front.
Well, our contract is to journey with him, keep him safe. It didn't really have a definite end point. We kind of assumed it would end either whenever we failed and he ended up dead, or whenever he got tired of trekking it through the wilderness and decided to return home. So, can't really say I've thought about it much. Daedalus kind of, shrugs. Daedalus seems to, be thinking for a bit. I guess I might visit my family. They live in Grive. Legacy's family here lives a bit further away, so I don't know about him. Lexi looks at him and is like, I'm standing right here, Yeah, and what will you be doing? See? Doesn't even know.
Well,
Gonna-
if it is of any interest to either of you, I know that the villages further inland certainly could use some better protection against the creatures that stray from the mountains. You two are more than capable, and I'm sure you could find some able hands who are willing to help you out for a bit of coin. If you're so inclined, that is.
You kind of look at each other. Well, I guess it could be fun. Lexi kind of, smirks a bit. I wouldn't mind having a few people to boss around.
It would certainly serve you better than to be the lackeys of someone less talented, at least at the moment.
Is they kind of they start kind of talking amongst themselves to try and figure out like so what would we do like how many people would we try and find? I mean, I guess we should see how many people are willing to follow first. Okay, what should we call ourselves? I've no fucking clue. Kind of start low-key bickering amongst themselves. Like they're not even having like contradictory ideas. They're just like bickering to try and like push on the other. Like you come up with something now. You come up with something.
Lucius just gonna chuckle to himself and wait for the others.
Me. So, that dragon's back. Acheron and Misty, as you come downstairs to breakfast, so to say, you see Octavian kind of sitting by one of the tables, being like he looks quite spent. And Theodore is sitting by one of the tables, as
Oh no, I went
reading.
outside. I've just been
Okay.
doing my own thing outside.
Okay.
Because I said I put my food away and I went out.
All right, I forgot about that. Thank you for clarifying. Let's see. Would Igroth be inside or outside?
Outside, definitely.
Okay. So I know it's just Misty and Akron inside then. Elder and Octavian.
I mean, aren't we supposed to be leaving or something?
Yeah, like they're already like the others are already kind of started to prepare for leaving.
Yeah, no, Misty's gonna just join them outside.
Okay. Yeah, as Misty goes out, what's Akron doing? Is she following Misty or?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, the rest of you notice Misty and Akron coming outside.
Morning, Misty.
Too. I hope you feel better. Maybe. Hopefully. I suppose.
Like I said, there was nothing permanent done to me that I was not in favor of in the end. How is Percival?
He was quite nice, but I fear I might have killed him again. Because when I woke up, he wasn't there anymore. So I suppose something must have happened to him. Maybe he got kidnapped in the middle of the night, and I didn't notice. I don't know. I didn't mean to lose him, Lucius.
We've lost you,
Oh.
Mizu.
Yep.
Yeah.
His computer froze again.
Ah,
We need to get him a better computer.
Yeah, we do.
We need to get everyone better computers.
If we could,
Oh,
if
no.
we could afford to get everyone better computers, believe me, we would.
Okay. So
I'm working on it.
how
We're working
about
on
we
it.
roll that fucking initiative? God damn it.
Zeph, you know the stats of my PC. Do I really need an upgrade?
Would you like an upgrade?
One
Nope,
can always
particularly, the
upgrade.
only upgrade for me is going to a 4000 series, and they've got heating issues.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'll sort of look through my book.
Sorry about that.
I will see what I can do, and I will try and get him back once we begin our travels.
I hope that whoever took him is going to choke on it.
I don't think anyone took him, Misty.
Well, he wasn't there when I woke up. So, you know.
I get the feeling you were a bit too affectionate with him.
Missy just going to like, like tears welling up her eyes. She's just going to look towards the carriage and she's just going to drag her feet towards it, all sad.
Aw.
Okay.
Yeah. So, is there anything else anyone would like to do this morning?
Nope.
I'm good.
No. So, as you all prepare to leave, Octavian eventually dragging himself out of the inn. So the question is, how is everyone sitting?
I will be riding Auburn.
I will take the reins up on the bench
Duffy?
of the carriage.
Yeah. What is it?
What?
Word for
Why
fucking
is
word.
dying on the camera?
Word for fucking word. They even got the same. They even made the same error.
We made.
Fuck.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Oh my
Dragon,
God.
dragon, hold up, hear me out.
What is ahead.
Hear me out. Oh my god. So, while you were away, Zephyr made mention of Auburn, and I said, don't you mean Duffy Jr.? Which is wrong because it's actually Fluffy Jr. and Duffy and Muffy, but yeah, word for word, you just said the exact same fucking thing.
It's my fucking horse. I pay for the fucking horses.
It's true. That's true.
Oh
Shit,
god,
he should have been named Duffy Jr.
there's another TikTok. Holy crap.
Yep,
Uh,
yep. We've got a couple. We've got a couple. Oh, the day is young. The day is young.
Dave's very
Indeed.
young.
So,
We're gonna
Akron is holding the reins. Lucius is on his horse.
Misty's gonna
Uh,
sit next to Acheron.
Where's
Okay.
Octavian?
Octavian is going to sit inside the carriage.
He's snoring up a storm.
He is like the way I view it, he would have been basically dragged out of bed like the moment he woke up. Maybe even getting woken up by Igor being like, "Okay, we're gonna train."
Yep, pretty much. I'm gonna sit on top of the cart with the crossbow at the ready, actively looking for threats.
Mm. Okay, Theo, are you sitting in the cart or are you joining Igor on top of the cart? Or
I'm gonna
carriage?
have Theodore walk up to Lucius and say, is it possible to bring Percival out?
He will be with us within the hour.
Okay. Theodore will then
Any
walk in, sit
any
inside.
particular form you would like?
Not really.
Well,
He's just gonna sit inside the carriage with the print with whatever his name is.
Octavian.
Octavian, right?
Ellis is also going to sit inside, whereas Legacy is just going to take his usual fox form and just sit on top of the carriage, kind of lazily, just sunbathing basically.
If Misty could turn into like an animal, she'd turn into a cat and just lay in the sun the entire day. God,
I mean,
it
at
would be
high level,
amazing.
I do learn polymorph.
Ooh.
I am
I need
scared
I
of what
need to keep Lucius alive until then.
I am scared of what a like Misty polymorphed as a cat. What like that would be like the most orange of orange cats.
I should polymorph
Oh.
myself into a cat. At least then I'll have 9 lives.
Should Misty be polymorphed into like true polymorph into a cat or something? She would absolutely like ditch you all, and she would just like get lost somewhere and then kidnapped by like a 9-year-old that is like convinced that it's their cat
Nice
now.
to know that she would actively abandon us. Cool. Glad to know our friendship means something.
It's
Well,
a cat
there you know.
brain. It's a true polymorph. Her intelligence score gets fucking doubled.
But yeah, so as you all make your way out of the village, or hamlet. Let's see. Where is there? It is. So, Acheron, would you do me the honor of rolling a d20?
Try again and land in the dice tray. 18.
Okay, good.
A red dragon.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Bring it, I've killed one already.
It's true. Man, I just imagine Red Dragon flies around like, Junior, where you at, boy?
Please, please, make my day.
Oh.
Anyway, so as as you're all kind of traveling through the kind of hilly countryside for kind of the first leg of the day, so to say, not much happening. That about an hour into the journey, Lucius will have puffed out Percival.
In a
And
little hummingbird.
aw,
Because that way they can fly into the carriage and go be with Thea.
the spectral hummingbird flies in and it's just kind of hovering there.
Oh, hey, you're here. Welcome in. He's just gonna have Percival perched on his finger. So I have a question. Is it only Theodore and Octavian in the carriage?
Daedalus is also there.
Ah, okay. Theodore's just kind of gonna stare at them.
Yeah, like
Kind of like he's
Octavian is
studying.
currently taking a nap, and Daedalus is just kind of sitting there.
Okay. He's just kind of like he was like looking like he was studying them. Then he's just gonna turn away,
Okay.
look back down or something, petting Percival on the head.
So, about like kind of early afternoon, like around like 1-ish in the afternoon, as you're all traveling, there is another cart kind of coming down the road, like towards you. And it's compared to your cart, it's a less fancy, I would say. Like it's basically just a big wooden box on wheels. Carriage, not cart, but words. Anyways, like another carriage, but it's just basically just a wooden box with the wheels just getting pulled by, instead of horses, it is like this big ox. The dude, the guy kind of driving it, looking a little gruff, kind of balding, like he has hair on the sides, but completely bald on top. As like a few scars, it's kind of as the kind of the car kind of approaches yours, going off a little to the side to so your two cars can pass each other. Like he's just kind of glaring at those of you sitting outside. His eyes kind of land on, like he kind of he's just glaring at first the two of you sitting at the front, then his eyes kind of go up towards Agrov. He kind of seems to chuckle a little to himself. Kind of like knocks on the side of the carriage. Kind of seems to say something. Like the car is still kind of far enough away that none of you properly hear it. And shortly after he's knocked, a kind of side latch on the carriage just kind of flies open, and this small, maybe like 8-9-year-old girl just kind of her head just pops out. She just looks around like almost frantically. She spots all of you, and she just gets this, like, how about to say, like her expression just brightens like immediately. She like her one hand just kind of pops out of the little window. She waves at all of you like hi, and she kind of turns around. Mom, that guy is a dragon. And the carriage just kind of continues going, like by this point kind of passing by, and she's just frantically waving at all of you like hi, hi.
I'll give her a little wave back.
I will say, but it would be close enough that those of you paying attention would notice. The almost the entire left side of her face is like kind of like dried and cracked.
Jesus.
But yeah, Just kind of, just keeps like looking out of the side, like waving frantically. So you keep saying hi a lot as the carriage just kind of, disappears behind you. But other than that, not much happens during the day.
Oh,
It looks like I'm not the only one with a fan club, Igroth.
Yes, well, ignorance is bliss. At least with you, your fans know what you do for a living.
Admit it, Igroth. You felt something positive when she smiled at you.
I don't deny the positivity of people. I have a very dark job. It's not about not feeling the positivity. It's just very simply I kill people for a living, and most people don't know that.
Yes, but to many you are more a protector than a mercenary. I mean, look at the last couple of towns we've been to. Yes, you've killed, but you've killed a few to save the many.
Job's a job.
Keep telling yourself that, my friend.
I will.
So, during the travels, is there anything else anyone would like to do while on the road?
I honestly don't think there is, because I've done everything I needed to.
No? Anyone else?
Nope. Just going to be, sitting at the front of the carriage, making sure the
No?
horses stay on the road.
Alright. So,
Nope.
eventually the day starts going towards its end and kind of, starts getting darker as it gets closer to evening. And you kind of find a place to kind of stop to let the horses rest and to make camp for the night. So, is there anything anyone would like to do in camp, or should I ask who is taking what watch?
Unless there's anything specific anyone wants to do, I'll take first watch.
It's easy enough for me to take second watch again.
I'll take final
Alright, can
watch.
do.
All right.
oh wait, Mike. Oh, okay.
Hmm?
Nothing. My Discord was
Did you
breaking for a
did you
second.
freeze again?
Discord was no, because I had the stream open, so Discord was just breaking.
Ah,
Blew it.
I was trying to say Theodore could take a second watch, but it was too late.
ah.
If
Okay.
you want to take it, we can make that happen.
No, it's fine.
Shit, you can pair up. It's not going to be the end of the world if two people take a certain watch.
Doubles our chances of finding something.
Pretty much.
Sorry, I'm fine with pairing up. Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright. I would say that like around the time when like everyone starts setting up camp, Legacy still in his fox form would have just kind of
What was this?
went off into the wilderness.
Discord.
Hmm?
What was that, Yumi?
Oh, am I delayed? What the fuck? Hold on.
Oh god.
Okay. Sorry. I think my Discord was delayed a little for you guys, so I think I'd say things would be delayed.
Ah,
Saying that I had to close the stream because my Discord kept breaking. Like the
ah,
mute sub stream, that's all.
okay. Fine.
But yeah, keep going. Ignore me.
So yeah, as kind of made camp, and then those of you who, well, decided, sleep rather than take watch sleep. So, Lucius, go ahead
Yes.
and roll me perception.
Oh no.
Nah, the first one's never that bad.
$22.
22. Okay. There you sit there, keep watch for first few hours of the night. Not much seems to be happening, and eventually your watch comes to a close.
Alrighty. Nice. It's not my fault. If something goes wrong, it's not my fault. I'll wait for either Acheron or Theodore or both to pop their heads out, and then I will head to
So-
bed.
During this time, do we take a short rest? Is this how that works? Or
It's a long rest. You're like
Oh.
as long as nothing interrupts your watches are kind of counted as part of the long rest.
Okay, so just take a long rest then.
To take a long rest at the end of.
Okay.
I technically can take a long rest after one watch period, but
Yeah,
Then in that
but
case,
that is because you're an elf, so.
I think Theodore would pop his head out of this, wake up, get out of bed, sword in hand, or I guess in sheath or whatever he has it on.
Okay.
Have a
kind
good
of-
watch, Theo.
Have a good rest.
I will do my best to.
Not long after, Acheron would join after having disentangled himself from being Misty's pillar.
Misty, even while asleep, how hard of a task would you say this is?
Dragon?
Dragon?
Dragon? Is Dragon
Yeah,
muted?
no,
Or-
yeah, I am here. Could you repeat, sorry? I had a call from my boss, so I'm a bit yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're doing the evenings watches, and I made the reference of I'm disentangling myself from Misty to do my watch. And Seb asked, how difficult of a task would it be for Acheron to disentangle himself from being Misty's pillar?
Oh, very much so. Very much so. If he's going to have a watch, he's gonna have to have a watch with Misty, because she's very homesick with Acheron right now.
Oh.
So Acheron comes out with a Misty-shaped barnacle attached.
Pretty much. Somehow she's amazingly still able to sleep throughout all of it.
You know, my strength like score gets to like 20 whenever I need to like give a hug on people.
Man. So, as the two of you take watch, Either one of you roll perception with advantage, or both of you roll perception separately. You can decide amongst yourselves.
I can also. So we can both roll perception.
Yes.
Yeah, you could choose whether you both want to roll perception normally, or have one of you roll with advantage.
What do you think, Marhez?
I think both roll separately.
Okay, I thought so, because that's like more double chance. Oh, I got a 20,
Oh,
Natural 20?
natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
damn!
Me just showing off.
What do you have for plus to it? Like how much total?
Perception is +4 for me. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a dirty 20 because you got 16
All right.
plus 4.
Nice. We both.
Yeah,
Oh, you got a
alright,
16 too. Nice.
No, you got so Theo didn't get a natural 20. He got
Oh,
16 plus 4.
sorry.
You got a
Sorry.
dirty
okay.
20.
16 plus 4.
Yeah.
Dirty 20. I didn't realize that that's what those mean.
And I rolled 19 on the dice for a total of 24.
Not bad.
Okay. So yeah, as the two of you kind of keep watch during the night, I'd say Akron would be the first one to notice. Is a slight streak across the sky, just kind of very quickly appearing and disappearing. After a while, there is another.
Did I notice it that time?
Yeah, like with the second one, you would kind of notice. Like you would notice Akron kind of start looking up, and when you look up, you manage to see the second one.
Okay.
There are a total of 7 shooting stars, kind of spread out through about a 20-minute duration.
Shooting stars. My mother loved to look at those during the night.
I believe some cultures say if you see one, you should make a wish. Weirdly enough, they look different in the astral seats.
She used to tell me that. I never really believed in it after a while.
I mean, you saw 7. Surely, if you try hard enough, one of your wishes might come true.
Maybe. I wonder where that even came from.
Is there anything either of you would like to do during your watch, or?
No, I'm just going to continue looking around, occasionally stare up at the sky, see if there's any more shooting stars. If not, just continue my watch.
Okay.
Same.
So you both of you sit there, and eventually your watch comes to an end.
Okay. Whose turn is it now?
I'm pretty sure it was Igroth.
Igroth, yep.
Yeah. Igroth, as you kind of wait for your watch, you see Theodore and Akron with a Misty clinging to him. They very much still asleep, Misty, mind you.
Yes, she's snoring. She's snoring to fucking heavens, and she's still like holding on to
Oh
him.
wait, I didn't realize Misty was like clinging onto you.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
thought that was
Like the way I imagine it being is like she's kind of like a backpack on him.
Aw.
She gets very clingy to her friends.
Yes. As the watch switches. Agroff, please roll me perception.
Plus 2, 19.
19, okay. So as you sit there and for the last few hours of the night, and eventually, as the sky starts getting brighter, you you hear a noise. Not overly close by. It's a little bit away, but you are able to detect some slight movement a bit further off from camp.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I will go investigate the noise. Crossbow in hand.
Hmm. Are you
And
trying
this
to be
is the
stealthy?
last we've
while
ever heard of Igroth.
Oh, please. You think anything out there could stop me?
Well, I mean, if you're asking. I heard about a bagman, you know?
Hey, Groff, are you trying to be sneaky or?
Yes. Please.
Hey, roll me stealth.
Disadvantage. Ugh. Not bad. Plus 3 is 15.
Okay. So, yeah. As you kind of sneak forwards, you do. Yeah, I'm going to use the previous perception, just still be in fact. Like it's still, I said it. The world is still kind of dark. Like it's getting a bit brighter as the sun like approaches sunrise,
Mm?
and you do see a big shape of some kind of off in the somewhat tall grass. It's kind of like you can't make out too much. Just some big creatures, kind of. I don't know if I would say lumbering, but it's not quite large enough that I could use the word lumbering. But it's kind of walking around through the tall grass. Doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Okay. Quadrupedal?
Yeah,
Big and fat?
relatively.
Hmm.
Not like as big as the rhino was, but
Yeah, that sounds like a bear. I'll get a bit closer just to make sure. We'll see what we got. See what we're dealing with.
okay. As you get closer, and as like the sky a little bit brighter, you notice that I would say your relief, it's not a bear. It's I forgot what they're called. Like I forgot completely what they're called. Like they're not my brain is completely blanked on the name. They're kind of
Describe the
like
creature.
like ox like the or I guess bison like old European bison. I forgot what they're called. Something on A, but I can't remember. Aurochs, that's it. I
Okay.
might be pronouncing it completely wrong. Yeah, it's a kind of big ox-like, or ox, or
Okay.
kind of buffalo-esque. Yeah, it's just kind of, they're kind of grazing in the long grass. Doesn't seem to have noticed you at all.
Fair enough. I will head back to camp. If it is not a problem.
What was it in the end? Just like an animal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a
Like a big ox
Oh,
type creature.
Hmm.
not really gonna be
Yeah, and the
sneaky
rest.
heading back.
Yeah. Like basically, as you turn around, you could tell like the moment you stop, kind of trying to sneak, it seems to get spooked and runs away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the rest of your watch goes without issue. And eventually, the rest of the party starts waking up.
And this is a long rest, right?
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, they're eventually going up. And then Misty waking up, still clinging to Acheron.
Mm-hmm. Acro makes for an amazing pillow on you one.
And Misty is an adequate backpack. Thankfully, Misty doesn't weigh a lot.
The only saving grace.
Yeah. Yeah, so you all kind of wake up, start going through your morning routine. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
What is Octavian doing?
Octavian is currently sitting by.
No, he's not. He's training.
Very well. Yeah, it's from the moment he wakes up, he is just like, yeah, no, buddy, you're gonna train.
It's
Welcome
training
to
time.
boot camp.
Yep.
Okay, as Igroth is training Octavian, what do the rest of you do?
Hmm.
I will probably get a fire going because I imagine it would have gone out by this point, so that we can cook some breakfast.
Okay.
Is Percival still out or whatever, or is he gone?
Percival would still be out unless
Okay.
Lucius has dismissed him.
I'm just asking because Theodore's going. So if that means if he's still out, that means so Theodore, I guess with Percival on his shoulder, is going through the forest just to walk, just a little morning walk, nothing much. So he just kind of walks out.
Yeah, it's not really up. I mean, I guess you're.
Or
Yeah, there
I
would be
guess
a few trees. You're traveling like close-ish to the forest. Not
yeah.
like right next to it, but there would be a few trees
Okay.
here and there.
Yeah, I should have
Like, it's
asked where
mostly
we were.
like
I'm just
tall
looking at the
grassland.
Roll20 map, I guess.
Yeah. So, as Theodore is walking, as Theodore is off walking, what Akron and Misty, what are the two of you doing?
Once Misty's awake, I'm going to get up and stretch my legs, just wandering around camp, not going far, but just the whole stretching out thing.
Okay. So what does Misty do?
Misty would be probably just quietly just plumbing out, just playing around with her lute, like a quiet melody in the background. Nothing just something to keep her hands busy, I suppose.
Okay. Theodore, as you're off
Yes.
having your little stroll, roll me perception.
Okay. Oof. 12 plus 4, 16.
Okay. So you walking around through the kind of lightly forested area nearby, and you you notice something kind of glimmering, like amongst the foliage a little bit away.
Okay. I will cautiously walk up to it slowly.
Okay.
Or I guess cautiously walk up to it.
Yeah. As you get like closer, you you notice that there's like slightly more shimmer, kind of not really shimmering, but like reflective material spread out. It takes you a little while to realize that it's like small bits of metal spread out. Like it's
Mhm.
most of it like is very overgrown,
Mhm.
and fairly quickly after like looking closer, you realize that you're looking down at an old skeleton where like clad in armor.
Oh.
Most of it like rusted, but there are a few bits here and there still. Well, I wouldn't say in pristine condition, but at least, well, not completely rusted.
Okay. Is there?
You've
I
been
think
there for a while.
I'll investigate the body.
Okay.
Hopefully. So I roll
Okay, roll
investigation.
investigation.
Oh God, I suck at investigation. Never mind. It's 7 plus 3 to 10. I find nothing.
Yeah, you don't really learn much. It's just said an old, or like I said, basically just a skeleton with some bits of armor on. Is that almost completely like overgrown?
Okay. Interesting. Man. Do I don't I don't I didn't do well investigation, so I guess I don't know where the armor's from.
No, it's said like most of it is in very poor condition.
Oh, so it's just in okay, I see.
Yeah, like there are a few bits here and there that is not completely rusted over yet, but most of it is like rusted and cracked.
Okay. So I guess I can't really do anything. There's nothing really there left for him. I think he'll walk a little more just to see if there's anything.
Yeah.
Either connect or just just to walk, I guess, and then he'll eventually go back whenever he's done.
Okay. So it takes a little while, but eventually Theodore returns to camp. By that point, the fire has been well, rekindled, so to say, and I'd say by the time Theodore gets back, breakfast would basically be done.
Hmm.
So, my first question would be, who would be cooking breakfast?
Lucius will if no one else volunteers for it.
Well, I guess Lucius is cooking breakfast.
Yeah, I'm guessing by that it's fucking shoving it onto my shoulders. Thanks, guys.
So, so what would Lucius be looking to make for breakfast?
Something very simple. He probably would have just from his sort of ration pack, from things that he's scavenged, he would just fry up some eggs or like maybe some sort of basic fruit salad.
Okay.
So and put something together through that, most likely.
Okay. So, as breakfast is ready and served, is there anything anyone would like to do before continuing on your journey? I'll take that as a no.
No.
Nah.
Yeah. Hmm?
Nope.
Miles, did you say something?
Oh, I just said no, there's nothing to be doing before we broke camp.
Okay. So, as you've all eaten breakfast and continue on, how is everyone sitting?
I'm on Auburn again.
Theodore's sitting cross-legged on the ground.
I think Misty can be on top of the carriage this time.
Oh wait,
Yeah, I was gonna
On
say,
the
are we just
carriage.
leaving Theo behind?
you went on the carriage. Okay.
It's like fucking, I'm just staying here. See you later, guys.
No, you see, he would have tied a rope around him and would have been dragged across the ground.
Oh
Ig-
my god. Okay.
Igroth will be on the top of the cart next to. Actually, no, Igroth might drive this time.
Okay. So where is Theodore sitting?
Where's? Sorry, can everyone repeat where they were sitting?
So
I'm on
Misty
the
is up
Igroth
top.
is driving.
Yeah, Igroth's driving, Misty is on top, and Lucius is riding his horse.
Nacron.
I'll just be sitting on the carriage.
I guess I'll be inside as well then, because Theodore doesn't want to sit next to Misty. Actually, no. Theodore would sit up front with Igroth. Actually.
Yeah, as the previous day, Octavian and Dalus will sit inside, and Lexi is going to be a lazy fox on top of it.
Wait, they are on top of it?
Yes.
Okay. So I know that technically they're a human being and they should be treated as such. But I'm
But it is a
going to
very
pull
fluffy
out my
fox.
He's gonna pet
yes,
the
I'm
fox.
going to pull out my my brush and like some hair ties and like some bows and and I'm going to absolutely like bedazzle the fox into like a bunch of like teeny tiny like ponytails and like some braids here and there and like some yeah and some ribbons here and there, like they all look so snatched, yeah, gonna look very nice.
The question is, does Lexi feel bonita?
I don't know, do they? I have
That is the
gentle
question.
hands. I have very gentle hands and I am very persuasive if I have to.
I'm trying to right now think if I really want you to roll for this. I'm just trying to figure out what I should have you roll for bedazzling.
Sounds like a performance check.
Yeah, roll performance.
Either that or sleight
Oh.
of hand.
I'm
I'd
gonna
like
say
to remind
performance.
you that the Misty has the mind of a 5-year-old. Let's see. Ooh.
We don't need reminding of that
You
one.
said performance?
Yes.
24 total. Natural 19.
Damn. Yeah, no, the Lexi at first seems to be kind of, trying to get away, or like doesn't seem to be enjoying it much, but after a while realizes that, there is no use in resisting.
Do not resist.
Basically, yeah.
There's no
And,
point.
And eventually looks positively bedazzled.
Aw, look at you, handsome man. Handsome fox, you look so good. All the other foxes are going to be jealous of you now.
So we know what Misty's doing for the trip. Is there anything anyone else is doing while you're...
Lucius should
Move.
be keeping a lookout, because at this point, the fact that we didn't have anything for a whole day is suspicious to him. The fact that we haven't run into trouble is in itself a very suspicious thing.
I think Theodore is gonna be talking to Igroth, and he's gonna kind of, mention his findings, what he found. So he's gonna turn towards Igroth and he's kind of gonna go, by the way, I found a skeleton when I was walking my path this morning, but seemed like too decayed and rustic for me to exactly tell what it was from or where it was from.
So where did you find the body?
Somewhere around. Hold on. Was the body somewhere like around like the woods or whatever? Seb?
Yeah, it was a little bit away, like a slightly like forested area.
It was in a. It was around the forest, around the trees. When I was making my way. Nothing really there for me to understand where it was from, though.
Could have been anything.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Wait, Seb, what did you say about the skeleton?
It seems to have been there quite a while.
Yeah.
Hopefully that
Yes,
doesn't
it's
mean
all
more
overgrown.
trouble ahead.
Hopefully. Anything weird happened in your watch the other night?
Nah, just saw some animal grazing. That's pretty much it. Quiet night.
Yep.
Which is nice because we haven't had one of those in a while.
Sure, we have not. Well, I guess it's just moving on then.
Hmm.
Igroth,
Yes.
could you please roll me a d20?
A D20.
Yeah.
8.
8. Okay. So, as you're moving through the wilderness, you notice. Actually, roll perception. Actually,
Roll.
everyone who is like on the outside of the cart roll. Actually, that would be everyone. Now I think about it. Wait. No, I'm pretty sure Akron was inside.
No, I said
Oh.
I was sitting on the cart.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All of you roll perception.
17.
Perception? Okay.
23.
23. Okay.
18.
18.
19 plus 4, 23.
Oh, 23. Okay. And Misty?
That would be 16 total.
16. Okay. So, Theodore and Lucius. The two of you would notice a glow off into the field.
First thing I'm going to do is look around and see if anyone else has picked up on this.
Theodore's
Yeah,
kind of staring at it.
Yeah, you notice Theodore. The others like doesn't seem to have noticed. Misty is too busy gushing over her work, and Akron has little choice but to pay attention.
I think Theodore is gonna point at it and go, "What's going on over there?"
You see it too?
I do.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
What color is the glow?
Kind of fiery.
Oh.
Oh. Is there any
How did I
spell?
know?
There is a very slight choice. Like it's basically only once, and really only Lucius and Theodore would have actually noticed it.
Mm.
Like it is very
Well,
faint smoke
Theodore's.
trail. Like you actively have to look for it to notice it.
Yeah, Theodore's
Well-
pointed it out.
So now, after I pointed it out, is Igrath able to notice it too?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Like one day, once they know what to look for, they're able to kind of notice it.
Let's check it out.
Let's. And I will veer Orban towards this mysterious occurrence.
I will
Yep.
do the same with the cart. To the best
Take
of
the
my
cart
ability.
off road.
Yeah, fuck it, let's off-road this bitch.
Oh god. There's gonna be a lot of just bumps off the road.
Oh yeah, no, it's taking the car off into the
it'll be
tall
slow.
grass.
It'll be slow. Like
Oh yeah.
I won't
Oh, yes.
take it far in, but like just like
Poor Duffy and Murphy.
no, basically
Oh.
enough. Like I want to head towards it, but I want to head like off the road so people like to a point where people can't see the cart.
Ah, okay.
Because I want to hide the cart while we investigate. Because
Okay.
we have shit on there.
Yeah.
True.
Which is true. So yes, you pull off to the side until the cart is far enough off into the tall grass that it won't be immediately noticed if someone were to pass by.
Hmm.
You'll probably notice the trail it's left to get in there, but we're not in that.
For now.
You know.
For now. Give
Yeah.
it time.
And as you've done that, Lucius has gone off towards the light. And as you get there, you eventually get into a clearing where like all of the tall grass has been like basically done away with. Like either it's like basically there's no grass. There's just like the dirt is left, and in the very center of it is a small campfire.
Interessante.
It is it's clearly on a like the fire is clearly on its way out. Like it's not a lot left.
Now for clarification, is this just Lucius who's made it there so far?
Yeah, only Lucius is there right now.
Yep. I'm gonna say to Theodore, take Misty and Acheron. I'll wait here with the cart. If you need
Sure.
assistance in a fight, a spell in the air, and I will make my way. I'm gonna get Daedalus and Legsy and Octavian to help me clear up these tracks and keep us hidden as best as possible.
You got it. Theodore is gonna jump off and he's gonna open the door. Akron, come on.
Akron was up top.
Oh, I thought he
Yeah.
was sitting inside.
Nope.
My bad.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I
Everybody
misheard.
keeps making that mistake.
You said you're gonna sit on the carriage, so I'm like, oh, okay, in the carriage.
No.
Theodore is
On,
gonna,
not in. Oh,
Yeah.
not I.
Yeah.
Theodore is gonna look up top.
Yeah,
and go,
I
"Come
made
on."
the same mistake.
Yeah, it's gonna say Akron, Misty, let's go. Then he's just gonna start walking.
I'm going to come back to you soon. Don't worry about it. And I pet the fox before I go. I know it's a
Yeah.
person, but that's
The
about
fox
it.
is gonna
It's a
be
grown
real
ass man in
careful.
his middle 30s or something.
Like she's just laying there, like with her eye open, like you might have traumatized this little fox.
This middle-aged man.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you
Yes.
make your way, so you eventually get to the clearing. And while they've done that, Lucius, what would you have done? Would you have waited for them to arrive, or?
Yeah, most likely. I'm not that stupid as to go in alone.
Okay. So as the three of you kind of enter the clearing, you all see the same sight. The grass has been kind of done away with. It's just like dirt, and then there's the campfire in the middle. No signs of there actually having been a camp here, other than the place having been kind of cleared.
I'm going to look for any sign of tracks outside of the clearing, broken grass, etc., etc.
Okay.
Other than the way we've
Roll
come, of
survival.
course. 21.
There are some tracks, but they do seem to be a bit old. You'd reckon that someone has been through, that the last time someone was through here was maybe 3 days ago,
How
which is
tall
impressive
the
given the fact that the
grass?
fire is still, as said, kind of like slow,
I
like
was
slightly
about
going.
to say, little odds that the fire's taken 3 days to go out, but
Maybe it's magical fire.
but yeah, continue looking around for a bit before turning back to the group.
How tall is the grass, Seb?
The grass is about, it's fairly tall. I'd say it is about a meter high, like actually a bit above in some places. Actually, no, it would be quite
what
high
is
in
that?
some. It's pretty
Where
tall
where
grass.
does it
I'd
reach?
say
Like,
about 1.5 meters on average.
So you're
Some higher,
so
some
you're
lower.
telling me that Theo cannot see shit, basically.
But as I said, this area is being cleared.
so I think what Theodore is gonna do, he's gonna pull out his sword. He's kind of gonna he's gonna put his sword in front of him and walk through the grass. Kind of. Oh, depending on how high it is, I don't actually know if is it taller than me? Or is it like reaching my legs? Or my
I would, yeah, no, it would be, yeah, no, the grass in the vast majority of places would be taller than Theo.
Okay. Well, Theodore's gonna kind of walk through the area with the sword out in front of him, kind of trying to uh part the grass as he's walking, making his way, investigating.
Yeah, like I said, in this clearing there is no grass unless you're looking around the perimeter.
I'm going to look over to Lucius as he has got more experience with investigation than me and go, I've got a riddle for you.
Right hell.
How does a standard, campfire, last 3 days without being touched?
Either magical fire, devil fire, or something far more gratuitous.
Because any tracks leading from this clearing are about 3 days old.
It seems we have a mystery on our hands once again. Question is, of course, how do you want to go about it?
I mean, the obvious option would be follow the tracks for as long as we feel comfortable, see if they actually lead anywhere. If they don't, we just come back and keep on our way. There's no use going exceedingly out of our way for something that might not even be
You know what?
a problem.
Oh
How
no.
how big is the camper actually?
It's, I'd say it's about, like the campfire is fairly small, and then there is about like 15 feet, like diameter, or like a circle around it where it's just nothing.
You know what? I will let's see. Is there like any bushes around? Like any like trees later, like any around the vicinity?
No, there's no trees in this area. There's a lot of tall grass around.
You know, I'm going to look at Acheron. Acheron, I need something from you. I just need something in general. I need something to burn really badly right now. Like, really, really, really badly. Do you have like, I don't know, spare pair of boots or something that you don't need, or like you know,
Uh,
um, um, um well, no, wait. I only have a boot. No, do I have 2 boots? You know, I'm gonna take off my boots.
You do have 2 boots.
I'm gonna
You
take
got
them
new
off.
boots.
I'm going to.
Start hogging
I'm
new
going to
boots.
reach into my back, pull out a literal torch, and hand it to her. Like, you know,
You have a
wooden style
torch?
torch.
Torch.
A torch. Torch.
Though a porch would be interesting.
Yeah, well, how the fuck do you have a porch in it? I also have a okay, you know what? I'm gonna take your torch. I'm gonna take my torch, and I'm going to, you know, walk over to the campfire and be like, here, you can eat this. It's going to be fine, sweetie. And you
Oh my
know,
God.
and I'm not going to feed the fireplace.
The moment like you walk up and you start like reaching down with the torch, the fire kind of flares up a bit, and a pair of very tiny kind of like fiery arms just kind of form out of the flames, grasp onto the torch, and just kind of heaves itself off the campfire onto the torch.
Here you go, baby. It's going to be alright. If this
So
is
we're
not enough, we're gonna give you some more.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look
it
at
hisses
Acheron and
and
go.
sputters appreciatively.
I'm gonna look at Acheron and go. Right. So it's something far more gratuitous then.
Oh, this is a fire elemental.
It's like to
His
all of
name is
you.
Bob.
That's not the name he told you, but actually hasn't told you your name yet. But like to all of you, it just makes fire sounds. Misty, however, is able to like kind of how best to describe it is able to pick out the underlying meaning behind them, so to say. Like there's this kind of melody to it that none of the rest of you are really able to perceive.
He says that he's very hungry. Like, really, really hungry. Do I have anything?
I'm going to let you all handle this. You'll forgive me, but
I'm doing my
I'm
own thing.
I'm not involving myself in this. Thank you very much.
Of course we can be friends. You know? I can't. Well, I mean, I can't pick you up because, well, I don't. We had a lot of fire recently, but, like, I want to take you with me so badly. But of course we can be friends. Misty is she just like squatted like next to the like fireplace. She just like playing around with it. Like she's very happy.
Zeph. Not Zeph.
Yeah.
Sorry, Seb. You're
Yes.
used to Zeph being the GM so often. Seb.
Yes.
The elemental,
Yes.
because I'm assuming it's an elemental. Would it happen to be speaking primordial?
Indeed. Do you speak it?
Indeed, I do.
Ah, okay. Well, in that case, you would have also noticed the its subtle pleas for fuel.
Girl, what do we do? I don't want to leave him behind. Bob is going to get really hungry soon.
Were you summoned here? Looking at the
Kinda,
elementals.
it kind of like kind of turns to you. It's a bit hard to tell, but it's the way the flame itself just kind of reorients itself. It kind of assumes its turn to you, and you get an affirmative from it. It is odd, like communicating with it because it's basically just making normal ass fire noises, but yet it has this as an odd melody to it. I would like the people present to give me an Arcana check with Theodore having disadvantage.
I'm not here.
Yeah, me and Theo are gone. Like we.
I'm-
Ah, okay.
I said I'm going through the grass with my like sword, making paths.
Okay, I
to see
thought
if
you were
there's
still
anything
kind
there.
of like nearby.
No.
Okay.
I'm
I guess
through the air.
Lucius and Acheron. No, Lucius,
No,
Misty and
I was
Acheron.
gonna say I'm back at the carriage. Fuck that.
Yeah, I meant to say Misty. Oh, brain.
Arcana, 21 total.
Okay. And Acheron?
Sorry, what were you asking for?
Arcana.
Oh, yes. 16.
Okay. So Misty, your elementals aren't something like your specialty. You're more specialized in vampires,
Yes.
but you do have enough information to know that when it comes to elements, specifically fire elementals, they're a bit of a temperamental bunch in this regard. The how best to describe it? The bigger they are, usually not just more powerful, but also more intelligent. So how small this one is, it's how it's best to describe it. Not very bright,
Oh,
pun intended.
I'm going to pull out my rope and start feeding him my 50 feet of rope.
It's I guess it can communicate. It's just it communicates more through feeling and intention than proper words.
No, I'm getting all sad. I don't want to leave them, kind. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, Misty just pulls out her rope and just starts fucking feeding it rope.
Like spaghetti. Acheron, I don't want to leave Bob behind.
Yeah, after a while, it's kind of grown a bit. It's still small, but it's like it's larger. It's like gotten to the point where it's slightly larger than your average torch flame.
What
And
do we do, Acheron? We can't leave Bob behind.
If we had somebody who could do it, I would advise sending it back to its own plane.
Can you do that? I don't think we can. Can we just keep him? Akron, I don't have a torch anymore. Or I don't know how I would carry a flame elemental, but But it's totally doable, right? Like,
he kind of looks
I
around.
can't do anything and I'm getting sad. Sam, why would you put a fucking elemental all by themselves, all sad and pleading for food to me? My heart is breaking, bitch. I can't leave him now. Oh no.
Evil DM noises.
I don't know what to do.
I will say.
Oh my god, Sam! I just looked at my spell list. I have Warding Wind. It extinguishes unprotected flames in its area that are torch sized or smaller. Oh no!
Well, that's
Akron,
ominous.
Akron, you need to deal with this.
Now, I will say one thing. There is like I don't know how much this will help all of you, but there is a lantern in the carriage.
I'm good. No, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. No, thank you.
Nobody tell Misty.
I would say that currently the elemental is a bit too big to be safely carried in said lantern. So, yeah.
You need to get slightly bit smaller, right?
Couldn't
I mean, if it were
it
to
just make itself
become
smaller?
a bit smaller, then if it was about the size it was at the very beginning, then it potentially could be carried.
I'm going to turn to Akron. Look with pleading puppy eyes. On my knees. Like, looking up to him. A tear welling in my eye. Please.
I'm not saying we can take it with us the entire way, but what we can do is look for an area where it has more food, essentially. And I'm
Like a
going,
forest.
no, not like a forest.
Plenty of food. You know, you've got trees, you got grass, you got bushes, like, there's plenty of food.
The flame elemental is currently cowering.
Oh! Are you scared of forests?
You get this. I'll describe it as this feeling of like dismay.
Oh.
I
I
think
also
it'd
have.
like to be returned home. And I'm going to look
Aw.
at the elemental one.
It's you get a feeling of frustration from it. How best to describe it? I'm trying to find simple ways of communicating this. And it seems to be how best to describe it. It seems to currently load the thought of burning down the stuff around it.
Self-conscious for elemental, oh no.
I'm going to pull out one of my torches and go, for now, do you want to ride on this?
It kind of extends an arm towards the torch.
I'm going to wait until it seems like it's actually caught onto the torch and then lift the torch up and see how this goes.
Yeah, it's
And
kind
your
of
hand touches the beacon.
yeah, it's transferred over to the torch. It's kind of sitting there, like has a kind of pseudo head, just kind of looking around from its new vantage point.
You have to carry him now, Acheron. Because I know that my arms are gonna get tired real soon. And I want to be able to hold him up forever.
I also have a solution to that, and I cast Mage Hand and use that to carry the torch.
Do that? I didn't know you can do that. I didn't know you had mage hand. Oh shit. Fuck. Hell yeah.
I swear you've used
Missy.
Mage Hand before.
Probably has.
He probably did. Message is not very bright and paying attention to that.
Anyway, I'm
She's just going to happily follow after him then.
Once again, I'm going to head in the direction of the tracks that I found
What tracks?
before.
There were tracks?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
they're
I
said a few days
didn't
old, but
notice. Oh yeah, those tracks. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
Seb,
yeah.
am I finding anything within this grass, or is it just completely empty?
Yes, I was about to get a roll investigation.
Do I roll it with disadvantage since it's like taller than me?
No, I'm going to say it's just investigation.
Okay. No.
Because you're
never
kind of
mind.
using your sword to, part the grass.
Yeah, never mind. It's 11 plus 3. It's not that by nothing.
14,
My
okay.
investigation's so low.
So long as it is not taking the link approach to searching the tall grass.
It's the link approach.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, basically just cutting it down. That is the link approach.
Cutting it down until it randomly pops out a blue, red, or green gemstone.
Hi.
As
Hey,
you
listen.
Yeah, as you're like searching around, you yeah, no, I'm going to say that. Like, as you're kind of walking around, looking around, and you kind of notice the glow of the fire kind of approaching in your direction,
Oh.
which kind of distracts you for a little bit. And the next thing you know, your foot hits something and you fall face first.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Background, you do hear the noise of Theo falling.
Ah, Theo, I see you found something. And head over in his direction.
Yeah, as you kind of get over to where Theo is, you notice that he has tripped over a corpse.
Oh.
I'm guessing a recently fresh corpse, somewhere in the 3-day period?
I mean, yeah, it's not a skeleton, so though it's
So
odd.
Theodore's gonna get up and he's gonna see the corpse.
I would like those looking at the corpse to roll a medicine check.
Okay. Oh. I got a 17.
Okay.
I also got a 17.
Yeah. It's see what that roll. I mean, it's fairly decent. Yeah. The corpse seems to be yeah, it seems to be about, as I said, like around the 3-day mark of having been dead. Though interestingly enough, it is very dehydrated, I would say.
A vampire sucked it of its blood.
Doesn't appear to have a giant scorch mark in the center of its back, does it?
No,
I'm gonna have
that's-
there's
Theodore
no
rifle.
obvious wounds. It's just laying there.
I'm gonna have Theodore look through its pockets or whatever, everything just at the body, see if he can find anything.
Okay, fucking roll investigation.
Oh God.
See, I was going to look to the elemental I'm carrying and ask, I don't suppose you know anything about this, do you?
Yeah, no, it is sad.
I got a 15.
Okay, so you found about 3 copper pieces in one of the pockets,
Okay.
and other than that, you don't really find anything interesting in any of the pockets. You you do also notice that there seems to be this is not to do really to the pockets themselves. You do notice a slight gash on their neck, like it's you didn't notice it at first just looking at it. There's like
I noticed.
yeah, you know, as you're looking around like the pockets, you kind of you get a closer look and you manage to notice like a bit further up, like on the neck, there is as a slight gash. That
Do I
is
notice
basically the
gash
only.
marks?
That seems to be the only like wound on the body.
Do I notice anything about the gash marks or just
No, it's
the
just
that
like
there's a wound?
a slight gash on the neck.
Okay. Hey, check this out. And then he's gonna turn the head a bit so the others can see to show the gash.
That is totally 2 vampire mark bites. Totally.
It's a
Totally
gash. It's
good.
not bite marks. He's gonna look at Misty.
Cut the... In Misty's eyes, it looks like 2 perfect circles, puncture wounds on the neck, and she's already imagining that a big bad vampire like came in and sucked it dry.
Okay. Anyway, Acheron, what do you make of this?
I'm not sure what to make of it, but I think we should continue investigating, see if we find more bodies, and basically try and see if there's more tracks and whether or not they're easy or difficult to follow. I'm guessing you'd like another survival?
Yep. Anyone trying to
all-
look for tracks? Roll survival.
Okay.
You know what? Missy's gonna join in too. Well, Missy's
Okay.
not gonna see shit. Natural one.
Yep.
Ah.
I'm not gonna see shit either. I got a 12.
Okay. And Akron?
18 total.
18. Okay. So yeah, there are a few more tracks. I will say that those tracks, like it's because I assume you follow them.
Yep.
They lead to 2 more bodies.
And we're all following Akron, right? We're both of us.
I assume so.
Okay.
Missy would, yeah.
Theodore. Oh, sorry. Nahas,
These
go ahead.
2 bodies are in a similar position to first, but at the same time, slightly more gruesome, so to say.
Oh.
One of them has the
Theodore.
See,
hole
and
straight
here
through their
and
chest.
here he got. Oh.
Wait, what?
One of them has
And
a
here he
hole
got
straight through their
really
chest.
hungry.
Theodore's gonna look at the bodies. He's gonna look through
There's a
the
lot more
pockets, and
blood
he's-
near these 2 than the first.
I'm gonna have Theodore look through the bodies again, and maybe also see if there's any gash marks like the last one. Like he's gonna both look for the gash marks, and he's gonna look through the bodies' pockets.
Medicine of 17, the one with the hole through its chest.
Mhm.
Does it look like it exploded out from the front of its chest, or like it went through the front and exploded out the spine?
More like it went through the front and exploded out the spine.
Aha, so this one was facing their killer.
I roll
The-
investigate.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Continue
Okay.
reading.
Like I
say
said,
just-
yeah, and as you do that, I said, one body has a hole right through it. The other one has just like its neck completely cut open.
yeah. Also, I don't
This
find
is gonna be
anything. I got
poking
a
you with a
5.
stick.
And I will also I will say Akron with the medicine check you did before. The kind of like cut open neck. It is not a clean cut. It looks more like basically something like most likely something with claws just ripped it open.
Oh.
What did you say?
Oh, I said I got a 5. I didn't get anything.
Yeah, no, they don't seem to have anything of interest on them.
And we're currently surrounded by about head-high grass, aren't we?
Yep.
We should probably get the others or get out of here.
I feel like it's better we head back to the caravan and move on to a section where the grass isn't so tall.
Wait, I have a question. Are we
Yeah.
lost? Like, can we see where we came from, or is the grass too tall?
I would say that you would be able to find your way back. Like there are
Okay.
tracks that you followed here, you can just follow them back.
Okay.
So as you all do that, Lucius,
Yeah.
as you like while they've been off doing that, as you return back to the cart, you see like the place where you placed the cart is one of the areas where the grass has grown a bit taller to more like cover the carriage more. And the tracks of actually having the carriage and the horses make their way through, the Igroth and the others are in the process of kind of trying to cover them.
Okay. I'll help him out. I think for the most part,
Yeah.
just sort of
The
go over
the
and
very
start
well
describing.
the very well bedazzled form of Legacy. Some of the
Mhm.
bedazzlement seems to have carried over even when he ended his wild shape. Is instrumental in getting most of the grass to kind of retake its more natural form, so to say.
Mm.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna sort of look over at Igroth and did you find anything interesting, or has it been quiet?
Seb,
Did I find anything?
No, nothing has
no.
happened.
No, been quiet for now.
I'm glad your time has been more comforting.
Oh, what'd you find?
They found a flaming elemental. I'm sure you'll understand why I have created some distance.
Yep. Yep.
Fire and me, yeah. Mm, yeah. I don't know what they plan to do with it. Quite honestly, it terrifies me what they plan to do with it. But
Knowing Misty, we'll be keeping it as a pet.
if we do, I will be.
I don't
You
even.
will forgive if I'm somewhat distant, if that is the case.
I'm sure we'll find someone with a banishment spell or something to send it back home.
Let's hope. In fact, if we can find a scroll of it, I'll copy it into Percival and do it myself.
You were talking about sending away my baby? This is
It
Dragon
is
speaking,
a-
by the way.
It is a fire elemental. Lucius
Yeah,
is someone who
His name is Bob.
not only got wiped out by a fireball the day before, but is
I know.
currently dealing with devils in his head. What are devils
correction.
known for?
Correction. It was 2 days ago.
What?
We've had 2 long rests.
Forgive, but the point being, PTSD, PTSD, plus
But his
devil
name
in
is
brain.
Bob.
Devil in brain. What devil known for? Oh yes, fire.
This is just as
Needs
chaotic
to
as I hoped
grow
it
a
would be.
big and strong elemental.
You will excuse the fuck out of me if I want to go. Nah, fuck that thing. It's fire. Fire is like the thing I fear the most. Nah, fam, I'm good.
You're so mean to Bob. I
I
don't
have
recognize you.
post-traumatic stress. Do
I
not shame
don't know
me
if
for
it-
It's
my
not
mental health.
fireball, okay?
To be completely honest, I don't know if it can count as post because it's more like current trauma.
You will not shame me for my mental health.
I'm not shaming you, but it was, just one fireball.
And so it begins.
I'm not gonna say anything
Okay.
more. I'm not gonna say anything I'm gonna regret later. Fuck.
So
So
yeah.
go ahead.
So as the two of you with Octavian have kind of covered your tracks, it's a few minutes later when Akron, Misty, and Fyodor return. Akron holding
And then I'm
a
going to get you a teeny tiny dress that you can fit in. I'm going to make sure that it's going to be fireproof because we don't want you to burn that one. And then we're going to also get you a really nice bed to sleep, like pillow to sleep on, also fireproof because I don't want you to burn that one. It's going to be so nice and cozy, and you're going to follow me onto the end of this world.
Misty,
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt your plans, but can you stand atop of the carriage and keep watch while I explain the situation to Egroth and the others?
Can I take Bob with me?
No, you cannot.
Akron!
I am
It's
looking
Bob!
after him for now.
And you promise that he'll be back.
I promise he will be back.
Oh my god. Let's just get moving.
there's stuff that needs to be discussed before we get moving. But anyway,
No, I know that's what I meant.
I'm going to use the mage hand though to send him 30 feet straight up in the air, so that way he's not actually in arm's reach of anybody.
Okay, Misty's going to walk over to the carriage as you pose and keep watch grudgingly.
Misty,
Igor,
roll
Lucius.
perception.
Yes, Acheron.
So after some exploration, he found 3 corpses.
Yeah,
Um,
fresh corpses.
all killed in seemingly different ways.
One of them had a gash on their neck. The other 2 seemed killed more viciously.
The method of the killing isn't as much important as the fact that it looks like it was something hunted and killed them.
I see.
And unfortunately, we do appear to be surrounded by something, by a terrain that would easily camouflage something quite large.
Yes, we've been taking advantage of that ourselves, quite honestly, but perhaps then it is an idea that we get out of here as quickly as possible.
I wonder if that fire elemental knows anything about the situation.
I will not be asking it.
Whatever the case, I believe this is a situation in which all haste out of this area would be advised being made.
I'm sure we can manage that. And what do you plan on doing with it?
Also, Malachi, if you've been adding to this, you have been muted. Just saying, because I haven't heard anything from you.
I had been.
Oh,
But that's okay.
I'm so sorry, Mal.
No, no, you're fine. I didn't know. I don't remember hitting that button.
No.
The only
You
reason I noticed is because I saw his mouth moving on stream and was like,
do you want to repeat what you were saying, Malachi?
No, it's not really relevant. It's all good.
Was it basically agreeing with the assessment?
I was basically telling Lucius to fuck off to the cart while we had a conversation with the elemental.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm going to the car. Bye. See you later. Your problem now. Lucius is kind of secretly thankful for an excuse to get the fuck away from it. So yeah, yep, no, I'll handle the cart, and I will start decamouflaging, and slightly apologetic to Lexi for having done all that just to then take it all down.
Lucius, if you wanted to stay in the carriage until we at least get the elemental situation resolved, I am more than happy to ride Ember.
Auburn, but yes.
Auburn. Sorry.
My
brain is everywhere with names.
You're talking about Duffy Jr.
It's my horse.
And even and Dragon, your own name for it was Fluffy Junior. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you fucked that many times.
So Duffy is
No,
attached. No, Duffy is attached to the carriage along with
Muffy.
Muffy. That one is
His
Fluffy
name,
Junior.
I'm pretty sure it's actually Chestnut, but okay.
No,
It's
it ain't.
Muffy.
It's Muffy.
Yes.
You can do whatever the fuck you want with that one, but Auburn is my personal horse. I have the right to name them.
Anyway.
And I have the right to ignore that name.
Anyway.
Egros. as I believe you'd probably be the one to most likely have the training for it if it comes down to it. I think you should have the reins of the carriage, just as if you need to get as much speed as possible out of the horses. I think you're the one to do it.
You would be wrong. Of us, I'm probably not the best person to be behind the reins of the carriage.
You have either an animal handling of 0 or negative out of character, I'm guessing.
No, but it's it's a positive, but it's a low positive, and more so, Igroth doesn't really work with animals often. He's quite often traveled by foot or in the back of a carriage. Yeah, Igroth does not have the history with animals.
Okay, in which case, new plan. What's the
I
name
can
of the
handle the
NPC?
reins. I can handle the reins if need be.
Okay. It's just, yeah, I know you want to keep your distance from the elementals, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically, Misty can also steer. Not that she can, but she could.
But yeah, basically that's what we're going to set up. I'll be on Orban, Lucius can take the carriage, and
Now, may I speak to this little one?
sure, let's move a little away from Lucius, and then I will summon it down from.
I'm gonna
Cool.
follow them too. I'm gonna go with them.
And
Okay.
I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Uh,
So yeah, as you cast that, the kind of sizzling, sputtering, just normal fire noises that it's making. If it's making a bit more than average flame should, is that they all kind of get this underlying melody to them.
Mm.
And it's odd, like communicating or like kind of understanding a language that doesn't follow the kind of typical rules that most languages follow. I said it's like at least the way this environment is communicating with it is, I said, less words and more just feeling and an intention. And it is seemingly not very fond of having been so high up. It is actively like kind of in a kind of pseudo humanoid form and is actively hugging the torch.
oh, oh my god! Oh my heart! Oh my heart! Oh, it's breaking. Oh no!
And it's kind of what I'm looking for, chastising Acheron for keeping it so high up.
I'll take it. This one's not a fan of heights. Did you see what creature attacked the people?
You see it, it's kind of looking at you for a bit before like the fire kind of flares up for a bit, and it's like the way that it's like kind of flaming body is kind of moving. It's kind of how about to say, mimicking or miming like a pair of wings, just kind of flapping.
Okay. We have a
And
flying
kinda,
creature.
And then the fire kind of dies down a bit, and it takes on its normal, vaguely humanoid flame-like shape.
Mm.
Surprise! It was not a humanoid shape. It was a vampire shape. You just couldn't tell the difference between the two.
Misty. Oh my god. Shh.
Going to ask the question that, out of character, I am dreading asking, and I'm going to look at it and go, it wasn't a dragon, was it?
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, please tell me no.
kind of tilts its head to the side for a bit before it shakes its head, and then it kind of compresses its form like a bit.
Smaller.
It nods its head, and you just get this feeling of like affirmation.
Okay. Smaller than dragon. That's probably good.
I think I'm gonna have Theodore kind of look at them and be like, do you think maybe the fire can shift its form to look like what the creature was? If it's seen it?
I'd say if it could fully do that, it would have done that when.
Acheron, tell me about the wounds.
So one just simply seemed to have a slash on its neck.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
One had a hole punched through it as though it had been hit by a ballista bolt.
Oh. Was it a manticore?
It kind of turns its head and like kind of tilts its head to the side while looking at you.
Big.
You get a feeling of confusion from it.
How do you describe a manticore?
Was
Tail.
it a creature that looks like it was an amalgamation of several other creatures?
It seems to like think for a while, for it kind of bobs its head kind of side to side, and you get a feeling of uncertainty.
Tail with spikes?
It shakes its head.
Maybe it was too dark for it to notice or something. I don't know how elementals see things.
Tail that looked like a scorpion?
It gives off like confusion and uncertainty.
Yeah, I don't think it knows what a scorpion is. I think this is where we're having the problem. You're saying tail like this creature, but it doesn't know what this creature is either.
Was it a rhino?
You're not here, shut up.
The lich rhino traveled back in time and killed these people.
I wonder how the elemental got here in the first place with those people. I'm assuming that it did.
You like the moment you mention that, you feel these two feel a sense of just kind of sadness and longing from it.
I think we're going to get all we can out of it for now.
Hmm.
But we should definitely get moving. I don't like the idea of being out in the open somewhere where we can't see that well around us when something could easily.
Yes.
Well, what do we do about this guy?
I was about to say, would you like me to take him off your hands?
I was planning on carrying him on the horse because Lucius seems averse to his presence.
Yes.
I was mainly doing the mage hand trick because I don't want Misty turning it into a pet.
I don't think Misty should be anywhere near it if we're going to be on the carriage. I don't really think that's a good
Yeah.
I'm
idea.
gonna
No,
be separately on a horse.
absolutely. Absolutely, yeah, he's gonna take,
Yeah. And I would say the moment the word pet was mentioned, it kind of seemed to get a bit grumpy.
I'm just going to look at it and go, don't worry, we understand.
We understand.
And at that point, I'm going to basically mount up on Orban, and I think it's best we move, and I think we should move through the night tonight.
Can I have Bob back?
You're in the carriage
I'm on top of it.
with Lucius. who doesn't want to be anywhere near the
He's
boss.
he's not there. He's sitting in front with his back turned toward me. He doesn't see.
I literally put my head around the carriage like this. Excuse me.
Yes, Lucius.
But yeah, I'm gonna mount up on Orban with the torch in hand and start following the path again as best I can.
And I guess we all get on the carriage as we
Uh,
did before.
Not at a full blown gallop, but at this point I'm going at a brisk trot because I want to try and get out of this tall grass.
Oh yeah.
On the bright side, they shouldn't lose track of me. I've currently got a beacon.
That is true.
Isn't that dangerous? Because it also shows a beacon to probably whatever's out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna have a crossbow trained in Acheron's direction, waiting to shoot anything that may decide to swoop down on him.
Intrusive thoughts. Don't shoot Acheron. Don't shoot Acheron.
Misty
And I
going
will,
to sit on top. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna start leading the carriage back onto the path.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess we get on the carriage now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna sit up front.
so you're sitting next to Lucius. Karan is taking the horse. Where's Igroth?
Igroth is on top in basically prepare for assault position.
Yeah, so I'll
Crossbow
pop
trained.
with Misty unless Misty has moved.
Well, Misty's going to probably just be sitting on top of the carriage, longly staring back at Bob.
I
Okay.
think you'd be staring forward. I think Acheron's ahead of
wait.
us.
CJ, does everyone know the reason why you just dislike the elemental?
I mean, I've made it very clear to
Okay.
Igroth, and I mean, you saw me. Everyone knows that I'm dealing with devils, and B, everyone but Acheron saw me explode.
Yeah.
True.
So do with that information what you will.
Like all of
PTSD.
you were within the range of the fireball.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Well, all of you except for Acheron, but yeah.
Hmm.
We didn't even ask.
So,
So, some of us didn't see much of it. We were too busy being in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if anyone should have had a phobia for fire, like after that explosion, it should have been Igroth. But
Well, no, you look at it because what in 2 days it was or I think it was 3 days, 2 or 3 days. It was basically a dragon breathed fire on me, and then I get caught in a fireball.
yeah.
And now you're talking
Yeah.
to a fire elemental.
As I
Yeah.
said, I'll be taking point at a brisk trot and keeping my head on a swivel.
Hmm.
Okay.
You may notice that there is a crossbow trained at the back of your head.
It's nothing personal.
It's nothing
It's just
personal, but
business.
Close your eyes and think of happy thoughts.
Look at the
just-
flowers.
just
Marhez,
just
look at the
trust
flowers.
just trust that I won't pull the trigger.
So
Theodore's kind of gonna just, as they're riding on the carriage, he's just gonna keep the sword on his lap, his little sword, and then he's gonna just, take look at the area, scouting.
So anyone who is looking around, roll perception.
I have to roll again.
Ooh, that's not
Aw.
good. That's a 14.
That's not good. That's a 7.
18.
Okay. Anyone else keeping their eyes open?
23.
23. Okay.
Damn.
Is Misty looking around or?
Misty's
Probably
too
looking at
busy
her
looking
fire
at Bob.
friend.
It's amazing what paranoia does for your dice roll.
Mm.
Indeed.
Dragon, are you there?
Oh, sorry.
You're all good.
Fine. Is Misty looking around or is she just
Yeah,
looking at
sure.
the elemental?
Actually, she'll be probably just busy looking at the elemental.
Okay. So as you all kind of move out, the travel goes fairly quietly. Nothing much seems to happen, but it is still tense since you know that at least a few days ago there was something out there. And as the hours go by and you keep on traveling, eventually the sun starts to set. Do you make camp or do you all keep going?
Are we still in long grass?
Yeah.
I
Then I'm
don't want to
keeping moving.
Exactly. I don't want
yeah.
No
Yeah.
way, man.
Okay. So yeah, you keep on moving. Eventually, the sun sets. I will say having a like fire elemental on a torch helps a lot with visibility at night.
It keeps my heads, wait, does the beacon have does it also kind of set a little bit of a light?
Oh yeah, no, it's glowing like a motherfucker.
Mm.
Okay.
It's a fireman, like a literal fireman.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like
No.
even then, like if you would have just a normal torch with the same amount of fire, it probably wouldn't glow as bright as this one
No.
does.